Welcome to another episode of File on the Play. I am your host, Kristy Love with Team NBS Media. Make sure you guys follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and I am Kristy Love. Follow me on TikTok at Kristy Love Sports, and make sure you guys follow Team NBS Media on all social media platforms. We have Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, Threads, Blue Sky. Anywhere you have social media, find Team NBS Media there as well. We have all type of content, baseball, basketball, football, um entertainment, Marvel movies, DC, anything you think of, we have it. Lifestyle also, and current events. So make sure you guys follow Team NBS Media and check us out online at teamnbsmedia.com. Welcome back, y'all. Another week, another day closer to the NBA playoffs, another day closer to the NFL draft and the start of the NFL season. I cannot wait. Oh my God, I'm so excited. We have so much to talk about in such little time. I gotta hurry up and get through these topics because I have things to do as soon as I get off this podcast, okay? Um, First and foremost, the Chicago Bears went ahead and they're back together. The gang is back together again. As you see, here go Caleb Williams, and then here go Jalen Johnson. Also, they went ahead and started training. Ben Johnson went ahead and met with the team this past Monday. Just introductory stuff and expectations throughout the season as a team, individually, things of that nature. If you watched the Bears press conference that came on the 8th of April, then you would have saw the press conference on Caleb Williams, Jalen Johnson, Darnell Wright, and I forgot who else was there. That pretty much talked about what happened the first couple of days of their voluntary program that started Monday. Ben Johnson has went ahead and told the teams what he wants, what he expects, and then the next day, Caleb Williams said in his press conference how Ben Johnson came and pretty much gave everybody a quiz on what was said the previous day. Not a written quiz, but like it's a tell me what I said from yesterday. What did you learn? Things like that. That's what I took from it. So Caleb also addressed how he's loved building a relationship with Ben Johnson, the new coach, and it's just a breath of fresh air. Caleb also said how Ben Johnson is challenging everybody early on, and he enjoys that because all athletes, as he said, love to be challenged. So we're all here for it. Again, it's extremely early. No type of football has been played yet, but they are practicing. They're in the weight room, getting their weight up because it's going to be a long, interesting, but could be fun season for my Bears. Okay. Um, I want to go ahead and give you these dates for training camp, rookie training camp, OTAs, things of that nature, because it's coming up quickly. As we all know, the NFL draft is the 24th of April. Make sure you guys tune in to that. But the Bears went ahead and started their off-season program Monday, April 7th. Then next we have voluntary minicamp, which is set for April 21st through the 22nd. And then we have OTAs, the date as follows: May 20th through May 22nd. Then we have May 27th through May 30th. And then we have June 9th through June 11th for OTAs. Then the Bears will also host a 3-day mandatory minicamp June 3rd through June 5th. So even though we're only like kind of halfway through or touching halfway through April, time is flying, y'all. Time is flying. And the worst part about the off season is waiting, because for a lot our teams don't make the playoffs. So then like what, January 9th-ish, or like the first week and a half of January, like the last game of the season, or maybe like right after Christmas, right after New Year's, that time frame. And then there's no more football from your team if they miss the playoffs until September initially. You got the preseason in August, but that don't really count. But you watch it because it's football. You know what I'm saying? So time is flying. Time is flying. I just cannot wait. But this is the worst time, is waiting. But I'm excited. I made a TikTok earlier today, and I may sound crazy or a bit delusional, but at the same time, who really cares? But the Bears have an opportunity, and a great one, to take NFC North. We got to get through Green Bay, and we beat Green Bay this past season with less than what we have. We don't got a bomb behind DC like Dennis Allen, and we got the biggest fish in the pond in Ben Johnson. We got a really good offensive line to protect Caleb. Pieces that went to the Super Bowl and won. Defensive pieces that are beasts. Man, we have a great opportunity to take them north and don't give it back. I know I'm early. We got to go through draft picks, training camp, cuts, new additions, practice squad additions. I know all of that, but as of right now, and based on our schedule too, I mean, come on. We gotta get past the Lions. We gotta get past Minnesota. I'm not worried about those two. The Lions did lose a lot of coaches, but they still have their players. They still have Amon St. Brown, David Montgomery, Jamar Gibbs. They have a tight end. I cannot think of his name in my life. They still have some good pieces. So they're still good. So we'll see. It'll be interesting. The NFC North as a whole will still be a tough division. It just sucked that they were tough last year and we were not. I hate that so bad, but that's neither here or there. So that's pretty much the news for my Bears. I do want to go ahead and talk about the NBA. So much going on in the NBA. So much. I do want to share this picture of the East and the Western Conference and where everybody's staying. Okay, this is a picture of the postseason seed possibilities. And if you are listening on Spotify or Apple Music, go to NBA on Instagram or on social media and look up the postseason possibilities as of Wednesday, April 9th. Let's go to the West. If you look at the 3rd through the 8th seed, the Clippers, the Lakers, Denver, Golden State, Memphis, and the T-Wolves, they all 6 of those teams, like the conference, the playoff picture is not set. All 3 of those teams, 6 of those teams can be anywhere. They can be anywhere. So right now we'll say the Lakers is the 8th seed. They still have a chance to go from the 8th seed to the 3rd seed. That's an example. Or Golden State, they are the 3rd seed. They can potentially drop down to the 7th seed. These are all examples. So it's extremely crazy how tight these teams are. I do have this other picture of how many games the 3rd through the 8th seed separates these 6 teams. It's only a 2-game separation. Two game. Right now, the Lakers' current record, they're sitting at the 3rd seed. It's 48-31. The Lakers are set to play Dallas, the Mavericks in Dallas, and it's also Luka's first time going back to Dallas since that horrible trade, the Luka 80 trade. And then you got the 4th seed, the Clippers. They are 47-32. Look, the Clippers, Denver, Golden State, and Memphis, they're all 47-32 right now. 2 games separate these teams. Then you got the 8th seed, the Timberwolves. They are 46-33. They play Memphis tonight. Golden State played the Spurs. Denver played the Kings. Clippers play the Rockets. And like I said, Lakers play the Mavs. Crazy. It's crazy to me. So I will still watch basketball if you guys are watching to see where all these teams will end up, because we only got a few more games left of the NBA season. Only got a few games left, so it's gonna be cool to see. I think where they at now is probably where they'll stay. Maybe the 4th and 5th might flip, maybe, but we'll see. Let's go to the Eastern Conference. It's set. Everybody's eliminated. The playing teams are set. This is what's going to be more than likely. You got the Cavs, they're 63-16. You got Boston, 59-20. You got the Knicks, who are 50-29. You got the Pacers that are 48-31. You got Milwaukee at 45-32. You got Detroit as 43-36. Then you got the Magic at 39-40. Atlanta 37-42. And then you got the Bulls and Miami both tied at 36-43. So play-in teams, Bulls, Heat, Mavericks, Atlanta. Not Mavericks, Orlando and Atlanta. Those are the play-in teams. And me as a Bulls fan, I'm just going to be real. I do not want the Bulls to win the play-in team. because all they're going to do is set themselves up for failure because they're not beating a Cavs team who is this good. Granted, we don't know how they'll play in the postseason because the postseason is a different ball game, but the Cavs have been winning. They have not even lost 20 games. You know what I'm saying? Even when Mitchell is not playing, they still have Darius Garland. You know, they have big men under the post. Like, they're playing really good. So the Bulls, because the winner of the Miami Heat and Bulls game will clinch the 8th spot. The winner of the Atlanta Falcons and the Atlanta Hawks and the Orlando Magic will get the 7th spot. So that means if the Bulls get the 8th spot, they're playing the Cavs. And if they don't get swept, and I'm being really nice by saying this, Cavs in 5. Bulls will probably get 1 win at home. They're not going to beat Cleveland in Cleveland. Like, if we get the 8th spot, I don't want them to go through that. I just don't, because I know what's going to happen. Oh my God, we beat the Heat. We're in the AC. We're in the playoffs. We're going to play the Cavs. They finna get mollywopped. Kobe White or not, Buzelis or not, Vucevic or not, Josh Giddey or not. We're not beating a Cavs team in a 7-game series. Sorry, but not sorry. And as far as the Hawks and the Magic, it can go either way, in my opinion. You know, and the winner of that will play Boston, and Boston's going to bounce out one of those two teams. Boston, you know, and in the Eastern Conference, the actual playoff spot, it can actually, you know, it's pretty much set. If anything, maybe the Bucks and Detroit Pistons might change. If that, they might not. It might be just how it is now. So you would have the Knicks playing the Pistons, and then the Pacers playing Milwaukee. So that's the Eastern Conference playoff picture. I hate this for the Bulls. I do. Say what you want. I don't care. Call me negative. I'm not. I'm just realistic, because you know it's going to happen. We have no real big man on the team. But anyway, I do want to go ahead and touch on something else in the NBA that happened. It's really tough talking about injuries, but Memphis Grizzlies rookie Jaylen Wells, he suffered a broken right wrist during the game against the Charlotte Hornets. He was fouled extremely hard by KJ Simpson while attempting a dunk, causing him to fall. He didn't get up. He had to get carried off the court in a stretcher to the hospital. So I have the video. So let's go ahead and watch, and let's see it. Yep, so that's pretty much what happened. He did not get up. He had to get carried off in a stretcher. He did post on social media later that he's okay. He had something on his face, like a big cut, and then he was in a cast. He broke his wrist. So he's done for the season. It just sucks seeing gruesome injuries like that, whether it's basketball, football, even baseball, because they be getting hit with that baseball, and them balls be flying at like 97 miles per hour. So imagine ready to hit it, and the ball dead, smack you in the arm, run the face, or in the back. That man's hurt. A ball going almost 100 miles an hour. You know, so it just sucks for playing with injuries. I wish him well. You know, rest up. Your team is gonna need you next year. Rest up. I touch on the Denver Nuggets. They went ahead and fired their head coach Michael Malone and the GM Calvin Booth after a 4-game losing streak. It's been coming out that the players have been frustrated. Jokic, Westbrook, Jamal Murray, they all been frustrated. This decision has raised concern among fans about the team's future. I don't understand firing a head coach and a GM when your team is going to the playoffs. The playoffs start in like 2 weeks or so, and you should be getting ready for that. But in other words, now you don't have a coach. You have an interim head coach. Like that, it doesn't make sense, and it was very surprising. But more will definitely come out with this as time progresses. But it's like, really? That was so, they're still good. They have Jokic, one of the best bigs in the league. He just got what, 20 rebounds or 20 assists, 60 points? Was that his stat like maybe a week or so ago? Like, come on. It doesn't make sense into why they let him go, that they fired him. Like I said, it'll come out sooner or later. But I do want to touch on something else that happened in the NBA as well. I guess this can go into my love and my love not. Let's go ahead and do my love and love not real quick. All right, so here goes my love and love not, where I go ahead and talk about something that I like and something that I don't like that happened in the world of sports within this past week. So this is my love not for sure. First and foremost, my love not goes to the NBA. Because if you're going to find one person for doing hand gestures like this, why not find everybody else? Look at dude from Golden State. He did get fined. Yeah, he gets fined. Another example, Joakim Noah. He did this all the time. This is Guns. He did that all the time while he played basketball for the Bulls. He didn't get fined, dog. He didn't get fined. But Ja Morant was fined. Granted, the NBA did warn him. Granted, he does have a past. And yes, it's not right. But my point is, if you're going to find him for doing this, like, I can't think of his name. From what was that? He is clear as day. It's a gun, and it's a lot more players that does this in the NBA. Y'all don't say anything to them, but you want to find Ja $75,000 for it. Now, I will say this: Ja Morant is making some bad decisions. He needs consistent people in his corner to make sure he does the right thing. Like example, when Derrick Rose got traded to the Memphis Grizzlies, it was, a lot of rumors that he was there to be Ja Morant's mentor. And keep on track because he went through that whole thing with the one on IG Live with the guns and stuff. But he might have just stay in his ear, make sure he do the right decision because initially he was going to be the face of the NBA, in my opinion, before that live that happened. Now that's over with, but can he ever be the face? No, that's cooked now. Especially with this, it's cooked. But he needs to realize where he's at, the position that he's in, and the audience that watches the NBA. And that's why I also said the NBA is also on my love not because y'all, I don't know. I just say if you're gonna do one, do them all. If you're gonna do one, do them all. That's it. Simple. Because already the NBA viewership is down. People don't want to watch. People think it's boring. The All-Star break was a complete disaster. So another reason why people don't want to watch. Because if Ja keep this up, he's going to get suspended. And if Ja's not playing, which he's considered one of the NBA stars today, another reason why people are not going to watch because the Grizzlies is not going to be good for real Ja out. Ja gets you, 20 points per game, 6 assists, a couple of rebounds? I don't know. But they need to figure something out because if they're going to find one, find them all, or don't find at all. Because that's just me. They're picking on Ja. Like, I get it, but they're picking on him because y'all got to do everybody else. I did want to touch on that. And for my love and that, I don't really have a per se a love. If I had to pick one, I would just have to say I love the fact that the NBA is back. The NFL is coming back. I love how Ben Johnson is taking charge in the team. It's extremely early. You can't really spectate a lot, but the aura, the energy in Halas Hall seemed different because I watched the press conference and I watched all the content the Bears social media team put online, and It looks different. It feels different. Even though we don't like working out, everybody looks all, relaxed. They look healthy. They look all smiles. They look happy. Look at last year. They was all always frowning and looked lost like a deer in headlights. So new energy, new season, ready to win. I believe Jenna Johnson said they really can't be excited for a win because we gotta win them all. I could have said that wrong, but you get what I'm trying to say. So that should be my love. I just love how this new energy is, and they love their coach. And so far, it looked like William Johnson and Dennis Allen is winning the locker room. We still have to work on identity. If I had to pick the Bears' identity, it would probably have to be defense. Up until Flus got fired, of course, and our defense kind of collapsed. But I'll probably say defense for sure. But yeah, that's my love and love not. This is a short episode, but that's okay. But before we do go, I do want to touch on that WNBA draft airs this Monday coming up on the 14th of April. Um, Very excited. As you guys know, I cover the Phoenix Mercury for Team NBS Media. So now the Mercury, we don't have BG anymore. We don't have Natasha Cloud. We don't have Sophie Cunningham. We got Satu though. So we still got Kalia Copper and some more. So it's going to be really interesting to see how this team gels this year. We did finish the playoffs, but we didn't go far at all. We did not. So it's going to be interesting to see and very excited. As you all know, one thing that I thought was crazy for the W is how the Indiana Fever has 41 national televised games. You know, it's 44 games in the season. So you mean to tell me out of 44 games, they're going to show Caitlin Clark 41 times on TV? There's no shade, no hate towards her, but that's insane. 41 games out of 44 is crazy. They could have split that up into other teams like the Chicago Sky, the Dallas Wings. They're probably going to get Paige in got the first pick of the draft. They're probably going to get Paige. The Phoenix Mercury, the Las Vegas Aces, the new team in Golden State. But they chose because of Caitlin Clark more than likely that they're going to show them 41 times on national television. Hey, it is what it is. But the WNBA draft does air on ESPN this Monday at 7 o'clock Eastern Time. Let me go ahead and talk about the first round of the draft. Number 1, you got the Dallas Wings. 2, you got Seattle. 3, you got Washington. 4, you got the Chicago Sky. 5, Golden State. 6, Atlanta. 7, you got the Phoenix Mercury. 8, you got the Fever. 9, Seattle again. And 10, you got the Connecticut Suns. So that's the top 10 draft pick for this year's draft. And as you all know, Paige is going to Dallas. Like, that's a done deal. It does not have to be said. We already know. I can't wait to see. So make sure you guys tune in and support the ladies. Last year was the biggest viewership ever of the WNBA draft. So let's go ahead and cap that this year. Tune in on Monday at 7 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock Central, and 4 o'clock Mountain Time. So make sure you guys tune in. But I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here, y'all. Make sure you guys follow your girl on Twitter and Instagram at I am Kristy Love. Make sure you guys follow me on TikTok at Kristy Love Sports. Make sure you guys follow Team MBS Media on all social media platforms. Also, every Wednesday at 11 o'clock Eastern, 10 o'clock Central, and 8 o'clock Mountain Time, we host a space online. We talk about anything. How we talked about today, how the housing market is horrible. How these houses are expensive, and how we should probably rent forever because these houses is ridiculously priced. We talk about parlays because we sports bet, and like last night I bet I had a lotto of like 20 picks between the Bucks game and then Boston. My Boston picks from the first game hit. Everything hit. And it was the Bucks game. Everybody hit. They played the Timberwolves. I had Ant 25. We got that. I had Giannis for 25. About 8 minutes in the fourth quarter, out of 25, he had, I want to say 8. So I'm like, oh my God. Why this man finished with 23 points and every other leg on my parlay hit but that. I missed by 2 points. Another reason why people think the NBA is trash because betting took over, and now these teams and the NBA has a contract with these sports books. And I may sound crazy, but I promise y'all, I feel like these teams do this for a reason. They'll sit down their stars who's playing phenomenal in the moment, not missing, on fire. They'll sit him down in the fourth for what? He don't even got 25. He got 20. He got 20. He need 5 more points. He need 3 more assists, dog. You need 3 more rebounds. And you're gonna sit him through the fourth. So I say that to say, if you guys sports bet for basketball, I would honestly wait till the playoffs because now starters is not going to play, or they're going to sit earlier than expected to get rest for the playoffs. So it's that time of the year. But we talk about parlays, we talk about hoops, baseball. We in there for an hour. Make sure you guys tune in. And before we go, I want to show you this little unbox me. I went ahead and got the Chicago Bears draft hat. I'm gonna go ahead and play this commercial. It's a little unbox me where I got the Chicago Bears draft hat, and I'm gonna drop my link in the description box below that has everything Bears. Go ahead and get your Bears merch. Everything Bears is in there. So let me go ahead and play this commercial for y'all. Let's go ahead and get into it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Until next time. Oh, I gotta find a commercial. Until next time, da Bears. Give me 1 second, y'all. Fanatics, can we please go ahead and get a promo code for like 20% off of all Bears merch? Because we had a tough season last year. Bears fans need something for pain and suffering. Fanatics, anything? Team MBS Media sponsor code, something? Hey y'all, it's your girl Kristy Love with Team MBS Media, and today we're doing an unbox me video. I went ahead and got the draft hat for the 2025 NFL Draft this year, which is in like 20 days, by the way. And I went ahead and got the hat. It is fire. We're going to go ahead and see how it looks in person. This is the draft order for the 2025 NFL Draft. I'm sure you guys know your team's picks this year in the first round. Bears got the 10th pick in the draft. We could trade up. We could trade back. We're going to go ahead and see. But this is the draft order. So go ahead and order your hats from Fanatics. And let's get ready for the draft. So let's go ahead and open this hat and see what it's looking like in person, because online, this hat is looking fire. So give me 1 second. All right, so I got it open. Let's go ahead and see what it's looking like. This is the hat. This is how it's coming. Now, I do have braids in my hair, so I'm not sure how it's going to fit. But let's go ahead and try this draft hat on and see what it's giving. Is it... Period. It's giving. I thought I ordered the hat that had the snap in the back. It's fitting tight and snug. And I got braids in, so if I move, it's not going to go anywhere. See, I thought I got this, but I didn't. But that's okay because it fits perfectly. I am taking out my braids soon, so we're going to go ahead and see how it fits with my real hair. But this is the hat. It's fire. These are some of the options that they have for the Chicago Bears draft hat. They got it in blue. They got it in like a white creamish color with the orange, or the blue black with the orange. I got the cream color with the orange because it's fire, period. And this is the hat that I got. Like I said, I thought it had the snap in the back, but that's okay. They still are fitted and they fit good. So I'm happy and I'm satisfied. So make sure you guys click the link in the description box. It'll be under this video, and then it'll be on my show. My show will drop on Wednesday. 5 on the play. You guys can go ahead and get your Bears merch because it's almost time for the draft. We are like a couple of weeks away and I'm excited. Click the link for everything Bears. Let's go Bears. Hopefully a good season this year. Hit me up. But follow for more. Bye.